It's time! It's time to play Minecraft. Hold on, I've got to do... Where's this? Yes, there we go. Hello. Hello, beautiful people. Hello. I've just got off from work. I've just got off work. Been working all day. I'm so tired, but I want to play Minecraft. So hello, everybody. How we doing? How's everybody doing? Doing good? Doing well? I hope you guys are. I'm doing okay. Again, very tired, but I need to get stuff done. The video isn't happening today. If you couldn't already tell, I did not have the video done for it to go out today. So next week, I'm hoping. I'm really hoping next week it will go out and make sure that everything seems to be running fine. Welcome to the three of you. Hello. I love you. Yeah, so video can't go out today. It wasn't ready, and by not ready I mean like if you wanted to watch just the intro, that's what I have done. Yeah, that's about it. So we're gonna let's see around here. Last stream we completely tore down this fence and we put in a brand spanking new one. And I've been a little busy. This is done, in my opinion, or at least for the time being, it's done. I pushed out the fence, changed it, and then added some more foliage and reworked how this like water looks. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It's different to how it was, and it's a little different from how other places are in. Oh, hi Spike. Spike's online. So it's a little bit different. I also went through and actually finally like retouched all of these rocks and like touched them up a little bit, retextured and like gave them a little bit more shape so they're not as awkward to walk along on the path. I don't know if I've said it yet, but next episode is going to be a lot of remodels of the enclosures we already currently have, mostly because I've got little things that I want to change about all of them and like stuff that like probably would be hard to make into like squeeze into any of the episodes unless I just kind of decided to go ahead and do it. As you can see, I've started on the Diplos where I have completely filled in this section of river, and I'm honestly thinking that I fill in this section of river as well because my new thought process for their enclosure, hear me out here, hot springs. I want to replace their enclosures, river, like their water feature, with hot springs. I don't know why. I just kind of saw like a National Geographic thing that made me think about hot springs. So I was like, I think honestly the Diplos might be best suited for that kind of thing because they have such an interesting enclosure in terms of our park. Like if you look at the Diplos thing, the what I had before. You look like you would smell a PC with a potato as... I didn't read the whole message. But Spike, thank you. You're really cute, you know that? Oh. Love you, Coda, my guy. That is... I love you. Spike, I don't know if you're watching right now, but I love you. It's been a really hard day at work. And yeah. But I hope he's doing well. What was I saying? Hot springs. Yes. I've never, like, the water just kind of comes out of the cliff at a random thing. I didn't know I don't know what my plan was here. Oh, you're watching, baby boy. Oh, highlight. Hello. Love you guys. Love my boys. I thought that maybe this was going to be more of a plateau. Yes, everyone subscribe, please. I thought this was going to be more of a plateau, but then I kind of made it into more of, like, rolling hills. So I think that, honestly, we're gonna eliminate this, and we're going to fill in, I think, with just coarse dirt, I think might be our best bet. I need to grab... I'm going to move my shulker mess over. Sorry, I'm not really prepared for today. Again, I had work all day. I made the thumbnail about 5 minutes ago and just threw whatever assets I had together into one thing and hope that it looked decent enough for you to click on it. And if you're watching and hearing me say that, then it worked, didn't it? It worked. But hello, Evil Banana. How are you? Doing good today, sir? I hope so. So I think we'll just set up kind of like right out here. I think there's a gate that I put in over here. Right? Yeah, there is one. But yeah, so a lot of the enclosures I have in this world look good, but there's just so many things, like small things, that I'm thinking about changing. I think I've talked about it over the past couple of streams, just a little bit. Like the big ones was the Allosaurus enclosure, which I think looks 10 times better now. It's a very small change with just the fence, but I like it a lot more for whatever reason. It doesn't look as sturdy. I'm not certain about this water gateway thingy here, but I think it's fine enough. It keeps them in. And then the stegos are going to get a huge expansion. I think that this rock wall is going to kind of like connect back up to here, basically, or like maybe even like down to here. And then I'm just going to fill in the stego enclosure. I want them to have more room, and I want, like, they're my favorites, so I want them to have plenty of stuff. And I kind of want to go back and, like, rework their foliage, maybe a little bit. And then the Triceratops as well is going to get a big expansion, because these guys, I feel bad. You can't see them because I'm out of render distance, but their enclosure is so small, and there's, like, no open space whatsoever. So I'm going to, like, probably extend theirs out a substantial way to give them, you know, a little more room. Maybe a viewing something will go up here so you can see both the stegos and the Triceratops. Just something, you know, to give them a little bit more to do and stuff. And then this also, like, this has always been weird to me how this works, so I think fixing that will be good. The Pachyrhinosaurus, is it Pachyrhinosaurus? Yes, Pachyrhinosaurus. I'm really tired. I'm just gonna go back and redo their foliage a lot. And by redo, I just mean like add a lot to their foliage. They, like, I think we talked about it last stream. I was replacing the bushes with like ghost blocks. Theirs is good. It's just like these rocks aren't textured. Like there's just this whole like enclosure could do with a little bit of a touch up, a little bit of a rework to just make it a little bit nicer. I think a big thing too is I really want to take all the flowers out of all the enclosures. I like them feeling more grassy and less, you know, sparkly flowers. So, okay, what are we doing? We're gonna plug in the water and make it not how it is. Let me check something. Okay, that's not bad. There we go. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions for things that can be added to the enclosures we've already got in the park, please let me know, because I will graciously accept them. Because, sorry, I'm messing around with my second monitor, so that way I can see all the information that I want to see. I'm very professional, I know. But if you have any kind of suggestions, please let me know. And yeah, you are right, Evil Banana. There were no flowers in Dino Times, which is sad. I wish they could have had flowers. But, okay, first step, we're going to just get rid of this water. And I should probably start my replay recording, which is always a good first step. I think that is. It's also, you could not really see the water on the actual cliff. Like, I don't know if I've ever, like, talked about it, is just, like, with the shaders, this, like, water stream on the actual diorite cliff just doesn't really show up. So I think removing them is not too bad of a thing to do. And yeah, so I think we're gonna get rid of all of that. Let's see, do I have a pair of shears anywhere? I probably should. I do. I have a couple. Okay. I just have to go back over the rivers and regather all of the drip leaf, because, you know, it's hard. Drip leaf is one of my least favorite things to get, but it looks so good in water features, like, especially with the vibes we go for the park. Like, I just hate collecting it. And I should probably install that, someone sent a data pack a while ago on my Discord server that was, like, duplicate drip leaf, which I might consider getting. I need to. I've thought about it. Okay, that should take care of that, and then we're just gonna fill in with coarse dirt for the time being until we decide we want to put other texturing here. I also think that the next episode being redesigns will be really nice, just because it'll, like, episode 21, like, obviously, or episode 20 was the world download, and that's when, you know, I think only, like, 1 or 2 people got that, mostly because, like, most of my members are, like, my friends so far, but I want, for the next world download, there to be significant change. And so I want there to be, like, when I first started the series, I didn't think about there ever being a world download. So, like, now that I'm established and I have, like, a series and I have builds that people like seeing, I want to make sure they look good for when those kinds of things happen. So I think kind of working towards making the enclosures we built at the very beginning look better for those later episodes will be really, really cool, really, really nice. So that is what we are doing, making these enclosures feel a whole lot better, and correcting some of the mistakes I've made throughout building this world, which I have made a lot, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that I would change and wish I had the time to go back on, and honestly, I now do, or, like, I kind of do, you know? Like, I've always said, like, I want to go back and change these, but I've just never given myself the time, so it is nice to just, like, say, hey, go do this. You need to do this. I don't know why you're lollygagging. Just take the time. It'll help, like, tremendously. And, like that Allo thing, like the Allosaurus, like, remodel, such a small change, I feel like if you looked at that and, like, looked at it before, you'd be like, what's really different other than the fence? And it's just, like, it was only, like, about 2 hours worth of work to just, like, go through and change it all. But now it just feels better in my brain head now. So, yeah. I'm yapping. I'm very much yapping. But yeah, like the swamp enclosures are good. I think that they're kind of up to date on my current build style. The aquarium and stuff, I'm not touching it. There are things that I will change eventually down the line, but I'm not touching that building or anything. I wonder what that is. Can I look? Oh, I can. The picture. Oh! Cats sleeping on top of each other. Nice. I wonder, can you do that with the dinosaurs using the pickup mods? Can you stack the dinos? Evil Banana, that's totally fair, and you literally don't ever have to. I think, okay, one of the things that I promised myself, meow, Spike. One of the things I promised myself when I decided to do world downloads is that I'll do world downloads for tier 2 members, but once the series is done, like, fully done, and I'm, like, done building, the series is, like, concluded, maybe we move on to a new season or whatever, you know, when, like, we just get so far, like, through, and it's just, like, the series is over, I will just probably release a download to the entire park. But it'll probably be, like, completely finished, and so if you want any of the, like, intermediate stages, that'll be for the people that were members at the time that those came out, so, you know. And so, like, as we get through there, like, some things will obviously change, and, like, I'll have made revisions to, like, different parts of the world. So if you, like, are nostalgic about, like, I don't know, say, like, what we're changing right now, if you're nostalgic for how they were to begin with, then you'll probably want, like, the original world download that I released with episode 20, and that'll be, like, the one you want. But, like, if you want something remodeled, or if you want the, like, actual just finished world download, I'm probably gonna release that to when the series is actually done. Does that make sense? Right? That makes sense, right? Because I don't want to, like, I don't want to gatekeep it in a way. Like, obviously, it is entirely my, like, I want to say property or like intellectual property, but also on the other hand, I want you all to have access to it eventually, like just everyone who's a fan to have access to it. And, you know, like when I first was considering a world download, I was also really worried that someone would like take credit for my work, and that had me scared, so I almost just didn't do one. Spike and Lightacat can tell you that I like asked them like, should I do this? How do I future proof myself so they don't, you know, steal my intellectual property? But I was also like, well, I guess, you know, at the end of the day, there's literal video documentation of me building the world, so you can see all the blocks I've placed and everything that I've done. So if anyone tries to, you know, steal my world. I also have a lot of you guys now. I realize I have like a tiny army. You guys can go like get them. Well, I feel like it's just the right thing to do, you know? Like, especially if like the world goes on for a very long time. And like, I don't know. I don't ever want to gatekeep something like that. And also like, you know, there are people with a whole variety of financial situations that like paying for a YouTube subscription is not one. Like, I know that I get really depressed when like there's some kind of YouTuber thing. Thank you, Spike. Spike will get you. He knows where you live. All of you. I don't know if you know this, but if you subscribe to Spike, he knows. You should go subscribe to Spike. He's really cool and he's really funny. And he's a good bloke. That's what I'm calling him. He's very English. Any more course date? But yeah, I feel like with this being such just like, it's a Minecraft world, it ain't that serious. I think, you know, a lot of people like, and I do also know, like, a lot of my audience is probably children and stuff. Yeah, light will be in your walls. If, like, a lot of my audience is children. This is Minecraft. Like, I feel like having the world download come out once the series is over is completely fair, especially because children don't have money, and I don't want to be... How do I phrase this? I don't want to be the cause of some kid going up to his mom or dad being like, can I have money to buy a YouTube subscription? You know? Like, I just want them to be able to have the world download eventually, you know? So, let it be known that when the series is done, the world download will be free. And you all can play and stuff. But I do, if you want that, I don't know when the series is going to end, though. That's the only stipulation with that, is like, if FA keeps updating and I keep finding videos to make in this world, it might not end for a very, very, very long time. So if you want to become a member and get the world download, it is available for Tier 2 members, and you can get that through my Discord. I should probably, like, see if the instructions are real clear. It's kind of a weird process, because you've got to link your Discord and your YouTube accounts, so that way you get the member, like, it's automatic once you have them linked. If you join my server, like my Discord server, it will automatically, magically give you the role you need to access the channels that you have paid for. Which, God bless my roommate who helped me set that up. He's a saintly figure to me. He's gonna be the best man at my wedding, probably. I'm gonna have, like, 2 best men, because I can't choose between my 2 best friends. And they know who they are. And thank you, Banana, for vouching for me in court. There will definitely come a day that I will need it. You know? Okay. Okay. It looks a little bit garbage from the sky. But I also... Okay. Should I just... Okay, let's weigh in. Should I remove all the foliage that's currently here? And just restart? Because I'm kind of in a space of, like, I don't know exactly what to do here. Because... I think I want to make this, like, patch of grass. Like, I think I want to go ahead and, like, remove all this and change it back to being a patch of grass. And then kind of just add, kind of like make it like the Aloes is, with just like this kind of like field effect. And then I want to transition it into coarse dirt on this side, going into the plains, which is all currently grass right now. But I think it would be kind of cool to have like it be coarse dirt, especially because we have that grass effect right there, or like the grass discoloration. So it might be nice to have a lot of this just be dirt. So I'm kind of feeling that we go back over and change basically everything about this enclosure. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna rip out all the old foliage, because I am reworking how this is gonna work. I guess that means what that is what reworking means, but you know, don't laugh at me. It's been a long day. For those of you unaware, I got a new job, so that's why videos are gonna be slow. I work my 8 to 5, you know, so not a whole lot of time to play Minecraft. Or like most of the time when I get on, or like get home and get on, I'm just tired. I just go lay down, watch a TV show. I haven't been on the SMP in a while either. It's because by the time I get off work, you know, all of the folks have gone to sleep. The only reason I'm currently playing this and not the SMP today is because I left it up to you guys, and everyone in my Discord said to play the Dinos world. So that's why we're playing this. The people spoke. I left it to a vote, and as an American, I must honor democracy. Kind of. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead. I know we literally did this last stream where we replaced all these with ghost blocks, but I'm going through and taking them all back. I'm not, like, the foliage in this enclosure has always been kind of weird to me. So we're reworking. I do have a pretty free weekend though, so a lot of the stuff that I want to do to this world will definitely get done over this little amount of time. Just because the things I want to accomplish, like the end goal of this, actually, I don't have it on me, but my to-do list is literally do the aloes, which is already done. It is to do this, which is rework the Diplodocus foliage, and it is to expand the stegos, the triceratops, and rework the foliage in the Pachyrhinosaurus enclosure. So, you know, I've already got one task done, working on the next one, and then the other ones won't take me that long, I don't think. Just because I'm going to go for, like, small expansions. And, like, foliage has never taken me super duper long to complete, so just reworking all of this. Like, it's like taking one piece of each kind of enclosure and redoing it. And, you know, that's, like, only, like, a couple hours per enclosure, so I think the video, no promises, will be ready next Friday, and it'll be good. Yeah, banana. I kind of was hoping that they would pick SMP, but then they didn't, and then, you know, what are you gonna do, you know? So I think we'll also take these back. I think just grabbing all of these. Oh, I forget that I have the automatic replace on this world. I try not to let stuff break as often as possible. Also, I'll turn on the music. I forget to do that every time we, like, stream. I typically put it on 5%. I either turn it off for the videos, but I don't care if the stream bots get demonetized. But I want to play with other people. I want to play with you, Spike, but the people spoke. I also, like, need to actually get to work on my SMP stuff. I haven't done anything since the train station. I don't know where to go, what to do. I mean, I know what I need to do, It's just but again, by the time I get off work and on, there's no one on, and by the time I like get ready to bed, that's when like maybe some people like on the West Coast get on. Aw, thank you. Yeah, see they aren't even. Yeah, but yeah, like by the time I get off work and get on, there's nobody around, and I'm saddened by that. So it's hard to get on when I can just like, you know, work on the single player world that has been going on for so long. Okay, I want to say that these rocks also are kind of funky because they're kind of aligned to where the river used to be, so I'm going to take them back. I think we're definitely going to put a lot back in, but as of right now, I want to take them out. I will also hopefully be on this weekend, Spiky. We'll get on. We'll play. That's another thing too. Like I haven't seen a whole lot of people on the weekends either. So that's basically when my free time is literally only Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. So that's also why videos have been kind of slow to come out, just because I'm busy. Dang, there. In case you guys wondered how many blocks and different things go into building these enclosures, it's a lot. It is a lot. It's okay, because we're almost done. Remove. I'll probably end up putting a lot of this back in, but I think kind of resetting everything will be quite nice. Like, I like blank canvases when I go to work on stuff. So, I think that's what we're going to try and achieve. Just kind of dump all of it into whatever it can be dumped into. Kind of sort my inventory a little bit. I did not resume the recording. That's fine. We've just been kind of tearing it up anyway. So, honestly, let's see here. Let me know. Do you guys want hot springs? Is hot springs a good idea or save it for something in the future? Because I could, you know, throw some like I was kind of thinking on this lower level, like maybe make it all hot springs or something. Like on this like bottom like tier, like where all the coarse dirt is, it's kind of concentrated on this lower like level. So I might like go through and like replace it all with coarse dirt and then add in some hot springs. Do we like this idea? Yes, no. Maybe so. Just let me know, because I think it could look cool to have. And it would kind of bring us towards that Yellowstone vibe. But I also could like repurpose that idea in a different way, in just a different enclosure. Another thing too is I might end up building another tree. Mostly because, like, look at this. This is like a whole, this is just like a straight cut line of trees. So I might build like one more here. Maybe another there. Just to kind of blur the line between forest and plains a little bit better. I feel like that will be helpful. We could keep it more grasslands, banana. I think, I don't know, because I also just don't know what the geysers would look like, so I might do some creative testing and repurpose that for a different enclosure. Maybe like further out into the plains. But like, I feel like this might be a good opportunity to make this lowland area more arid feeling, almost. By basically like making this like lowest section all coarse dirt kind of as the main block, and then adding in like patches of the podzol, the rooted dirt, and then lots of grass. Get that Diplo or the Brachy so they would get a bit more space. Sauropod bath enclosure that sometime in the day the veterinary team could get to the Diplo or Brachy so that they could a bit more space and you could use. Huh. Like a different facility for them? Or what you mean? Keep in mind that I am very bad at reading comprehension. But I think I kind of understand. So like a different like facility to like give them a bath, kind of. Is that what I want to say you mean? But correct me if I'm wrong. Because I don't want to misconstrue your idea. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Well, because again, this is one of my big challenges with this world, and we talk about it a lot on the streams, is the style and the vibe that we're going for. Like, this is, in essence, Yellowstone National Park if dinosaurs never went extinct and we didn't worry about where on the planet it was. Does that make sense? So it is like a nature reserve, dinosaurs never went extinct, and these enclosures aren't really for a zoo. They're more of just like, you know, game preserve, like, oh, we've put the fences here to keep humans from dying, but like, they're not really enclosed. They're kind of more free range. So it's kind of hard to balance that a lot, because I know a lot of people's expectations is like, oh my god, do the T-Rex Kingdom from Jurassic World, or, you know, like, do this, and this. And that's not something that fits the style of what the world's supposed to be. But then again, like, you know, there's what this world's supposed to be, and then what it is, and I could probably rant about this for forever. But basically, I don't know if I'll ever, like, have, like, a pure vet facility, or if I'd have more of, like, a research and scientific thing that has, like, injured animals. Kind of like how, the only example I can really think of is, like, predatory bird, like, research facility. Like, or like a falcon, like, training place. Where they basically, like, have all the animals that are, like, there, and they are, I don't even know if this is real, but, like, in my brain, it's like they have all the animals there, and they all, you know, they, most of them are probably injured, so they can't be out in the wild, but then again, most of what they, like, have are those kind of, like, raised in captivity sorts. A giant watering hole? That could be cool. I mean, looking at the plains biome, right? This section, I'm at a loss as to what to do a lot of the time, and I'm still trying to figure it out. And then the aquarium's right here. So I think it might be cool if, like, I put a hill here, a hill out there, and then, like, this could be, like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a hill, watering hole could be cool. I don't know. Because then again, like, I could do hill, or like maybe this whole thing is a hill, and then the watering hole's there. I don't know. And then again, I don't know if that, like, if the aquarium sightline is then, like, ruined, because, like, you're seeing the aquarium, and you turn around, and then there's a watering hole. I don't know. What's Spike sending me? What does he say? Oh. That is a lot of whale sharks. And stingrays. That's a cool build, though. Whoever made that. Yep. What was I saying? Some refuge. Yeah. I think honestly, like, they're also, this series is, like, we're 22 episodes in, will be the next episode. This will all be for episode 22. This world still has a long way to go, and a lot of builds to be put in it. So, I could say a bajillion things today, and then change my mind next week. So I like to say that whatever I like tell you guys I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna do, but leave some room for me changing my mind, because it does happen. And yeah, I am only one person in this world, and I don't want to make promises that I cannot keep. And obviously, when I go to actually like build the things, I make changes all the time. Like the info center that we've done a couple streams on, I did not expect to look like that at all. And I've kind of just been going with the flow of it. So, yeah. That actually will also get started in the next episode. BT dubs. Mostly as a redesign for the Confusiosaurus. That's kind of how I'm tying it into the episode. It'll probably be towards the end. But if you've been watching the streams and you've been seeing me design that, it does look really cool, and I'm really excited to get it built. It's definitely just gonna take a long time to finish building it, because it is massive. I think it's at least twice the size of the aquarium, I want to say, at least. Like already, and technically it's not even fully finished. I need more coarse dirt, which I don't have any, so I'm going to go back to base. Yeah. Eventually, one day, too, I might redesign some of our industrial buildings, because I'm not happy with all of them as well. I'm just going to go ahead and throw... Actually, no, I'll have shulker boxes over there to throw these in. Hi, Gavin. How you doing, buddy? I think, honestly, I'll go over here. Deposit all that I can, and then add another sugar box to the sugar monster. Perfect. Get this all out of my inventory. We have plenty of ghost blocks for later. Where's the gate? Yeah, I think, one, these guys are huge, and I don't know if I talk about them a lot, but I love these guys. I really, like, when I was building the forest, like, over on that side for whatever episode that was, I would just sometimes get lost, like, looking over the river and seeing their heads pop over the fence, you know? Like, so there are some spaces in this world that I just absolutely get mesmerized just sitting and standing in. And I don't know if that, like, makes me a weirdo for admiring virtual dinosaurs in a block game, but I enjoy them. I enjoy them quite a lot. There. There we go. I think that's good. I'm just going to kind of replace everything with coarse dirt, and then we'll restart the texturing. You know, like I'll just go back through and figure out what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be doing it. And I think coarse dirt's just a good base all the time. They do look quite beautiful. Like, they are really good. What did Spike do? Oh, gosh. That's terrifying, actually. I wonder how many dinos it's going to take to crash the SMP server. Because I don't know, I don't handle, like, the running of the server. So I wonder, like, what's our limit? How many dinosaurs can we have before the server just becomes unbearable? Oh, I never clicked resume recording. I'm definitely just gonna have to use the raw footage of this. Another thing, too, is I know I just took out that little, like, elevation change. I'll probably have to add in some more of those. But I'm just focusing on getting rid of all of the other stuff at the moment to give us that blank canvas. Yeah, I think my next SMP video is literally just going to be the boat. Like, I know I'm building an island, And so 1K with, oh, okay. Is that how many are in those picture? 1K? Because if so, that's hilarious. Yeah, my next SMP video is literally just gonna be the boat that takes you to the island. And the island's harbor and the harbor that ties into our train station. Just to get that transport route fully set up. Kind of going off of what we did. 1.1K. That's crazy. I was surprised. I would definitely like crash like way sooner than that. I'm so sorry. My PC is kind of old. I won't lie. I'm probably due for an upgrade in the next couple of years. But yeah, so it's gonna be the boat. I'm thinking something that'll get our island started, and then we'll hit the ground running after that episode with the actual creating of the island. I might do a live stream where I like kind of like design and take screenshots of like Jurassic World Evolution 3. I meant to actually play the game when it came out, and I still haven't fully like given it a shot. I don't know what it is. I think it's just like I never like I kind of saved it, but then I forgot about it, so I've just never given myself the time to go ahead and just do it all. Also been playing a lot of Minecraft, obviously, so I just don't have a whole lot of time for excess games. I saying that, I have been letting myself play Quarantine Zone, because I bought it for myself on a whim one day, and was like, I'm just gonna play this for a bit, and I've been having a lot of fun with that. It's like Papers, Please, but zombies, and I like zombies. It's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like, it's nice and repetitive, so I can just kind of not think and just do when I play that game, and that's been nice off of work. Too big, banana. Too big is the answer. Too big. Yeah, very like I think in my last SMP video I showed off the outline of the volcano. That's meant to be the backdrop of the island. If that gives you any indication of how big I want it to be. That's meant to just kind of be the background. So, okay, so this is looking nicer. I think, honestly, what we're going to do is, I think, one, we're going to raise this. I think we're going to do patches of raised grass. So, like, this will all be kind of dry, I want to say, like, more arid style. And then, honestly, I'm going to quickly, once we get it back over there, I'm going to, like, relog to save my replay footage. You know what? I'm just gonna take more. Not with that. With this. No, Evil Banana. I'm not sure. But if I keep taking small little pieces of it, it's kind of too late to turn back because I've kind of told a lot of people that that's what I'm doing. So, you know, you kind of have to follow through. Want to stay a man of my word. But yeah, no, I'm gonna take it slow on that project, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting for some time to play, honestly, and to get on, and some motivation currently. Currently, I've been like really, really motivated to play the single player world. I don't know what it is about this world that has gotten me really excited to play on it, but I've been really excited to play on this world. So, you know. I think another thing that'll help me get back on the SMP is like if the next fossil updates come out, I want to play it with my friends, you know. That'll probably be a big thing that helps me be motivated. Where did I put my carrots in a box again? I keep doing that. Okay, where is this? Yeah. I'm gonna bring out a new box, try and get a little bit more organized. This is gonna be ground box. That's good. That'll be fine. Gonna eat my food. Okay. The big things I'm gonna take care of. We've got to... Honestly, I don't think I finished my first job of getting rid of all the plants. Because there's still some, like, on the outsides reaches, so... And since I don't want to lose them to, like, me terraforming / re-terraforming, I'm just gonna take a lot of them out. I think, again, I don't want to like lose any materials and have to go like regather. So like I don't know, do I keep like these patches here or do I like replace them as well? Because there's something off about them a little bit. Like I guess we have some patches of them. I think it's just like in those, like, we kind of have, like, a tree, typically, I want to say. So we might build a tree, like, on this little patch here. Like, maybe, like, just right there, and then expand the patch a little bit. And then definitely more tree, like, more of the small spruce trees like this size. And then I did a bigger one right there that I think will probably, like, help bridge the gap a little bit. Because this is meant to be, like, the edge of the forest, right? Kind of in line with the Allosaurus. Like, this is all meant to be the edge of the forest, the transition into a new biome, so it's got to be, I want to say, a little different, so we'll work on that too. But I think we're also going to take out these trees for the time being. Maybe I should take, like, a screenshot of them just to keep the style in mind, because it's been a while since I built these. I don't think it's too hard, though. I mean, it's just kind of build out with some fences and some acacia. But if you were really like the old Diplo terraining, I mean, it'll still be basically the same with like the cliffs and stuff. It'll be roughly the same, but just slightly different. All because I really wanted them to have more room to walk on. Because they always are over there. And, like, the river and stuff just, like, didn't let them do anything, I felt. It was really restricting. Okay, so for this one, I'm thinking... Do we think I put a tree here? Because I could put a tree and, like, another fern patch right there as well. Or no, it's kind of too close to the arid section that I want. Let me know what you guys think whilst I'm gonna take out this tree. Oh, it's meant to be this. For some reason, when you break the ghost blocks with shears, it doesn't give you the ghost block back. So I wonder how many thingies I've broken unintentionally. It's gotta be at least like 20 or something. I'm just taking up all the grass anyway, because I know I'm going to place down a bunch, so might as well just go ahead and take up as much as I can. Especially in this, like, back area, since this is, like, the main focus of our remodel is this kind of side, so I know that all this grass is going to go up anyway, so might as well take some of it. And now it feels really, really barren, which is, I mean, it's a good direction that we're going, so kind of what we were bargaining for. I don't know, should I build like an actual like sauropod feeder? Because again, this isn't like a zoo, so it's not like I'm required to feed them. The food factory is kind of more of just a, you know, formality. For like survival purposes, but I don't know if I should like actually like put in like some sauropod feeders or something. Anything go in there? Sleep. No. It's very beautiful. Look at that sunset over the aquarium. That's wallpaper worthy right there. That's cute. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Ooh. Okay, let's see here. I love how peaceful the Minecraft music is. Like, if I wasn't actively live streaming right now, I would be asleep so fast. Like this like is so peaceful in the background. Yeah, I would be so asleep. So I'm gonna go grab more shears, because again, we're redoing. And I have plenty of iron. I know this is probably not the most exciting thing in the world to watch, but I'm having fun. So I hope you guys are too. At least to an extent. Watching me be indecisive about what I want to do to change this enclosure, but also knowing I definitely want to change it. Because, like, this, too, like, along the actual edge, like, this feels really small. And I know that they can't actually walk along this. They're just too big. So. There we go. Anytime I get to watch you have stream. Thank you, Light. Thank you. You're an OG. You chillin', Banana? Good. You know, in all honesty, like, the streaming so far has kind of been how I get a lot of the grunt work done in this world. Like, I started streaming as kind of just like oh, I might do it sometimes. But now I've kind of gotten into a flow where I like streaming to get tasks done. And just being able to talk to a couple of you, like, even if only one person actually, like, joined the stream, I think I would be good. I would still be getting stuff done. Mostly because it's, like, I feel the pressure of you guys watching, so I know that I have to at least do something instead of just jumping around. And so I get a lot more done than I, like, originally think. By the way, actually, we are really close to hitting 2K subs, which I'm really excited about, actually. I thought 1,000 was crazy, and to be this close to 2,000 is, like, actually blowing my mind. I think we're only, like, 40 people off, and that has me really excited. I'm trying to figure out what I should do once it does happen, because, like, it could happen any odd day now. Like, it could happen by the end of next week. It could happen, you know, by the end of the weekend. It really just depends on what the YouTube algorithm decides to promote this week. So, yeah, honestly, I'm really excited for it to happen, but I just don't know what I'll do once it does happen. Probably a live stream if I have to do anything. Or, I mean, like, if I, like, choose to do anything, it'll probably be some kind of big live stream. I don't know. I don't even know what I'd do. But I might end up, like, if you guys have any ideas, put them in my, like, Discord, and I can probably add some stuff into there and be like, oh, and I can do a poll, too. That's how I chose today, was I just said, hey, I'm gonna do a poll. Let me know what you guys want to see me do. And that's why we're playing dinos. I keep breaking the ghost blocks. Those are expensive. Yeah, like even this little divot, like this little contour right here. The Dippos can't walk on this. I don't even know why this is really here. Especially because, like, with this, like, with what? 1, 2, 3 blocks of, like, terrain difference. It kind of creates, like, this. As you can see. Which is just floating dinosaur. So, I probably might even flatten that out just a little bit. Because I don't want floating dinosaur. I want, you know, feet on ground dinosaur. Okay. It's crazy that, like, this enclosure has been here for probably going on over half a year at least. And I've managed to completely decimate it in under an hour. You know? There we go. All the way back there. Okay. So now that we've got a blank canvas, for the most part, I'm not really too concerned about these areas back here, but I think I am going to take out a lot of the podzol that's currently here. Because I don't think I want this to feel muddy. I think I want it to feel more dry. So first things first, we're going to get the coarse dirt and the grass out. We'll grab 3 things of grass. Where did I put the coarse dirt? It's over here. Yes. Okay. And I think if we can, essentially, I'm going to take a lot of this back up. Rooted dirt as well. I'm just going to replace with coarse dirt. And I'm honestly just going to do grass along here. These guys are too big to really parkour out of this enclosure. They just can't. Their hitboxes are way too big. How do I imagine my pterosaur research center, because I can't let the Jurassic Universe Classic Dome aviary out of your mind? I think, if anything, it won't be a dome glass roof. It'll probably be more like an ovular dome, if anything. So, like, not like a circle. It'll be kind of more, think kind of greenhouse-ish, almost, in a way. But not, like, just a greenhouse. It's definitely gonna be a challenge for me to figure out something that's really cool. But think kind of like bird research centers that are a little bit less like Jurassic Park and a little bit more like, oh, we've just got, you know, like cages and stuff. I don't know how to explain it. I might even go to one before I actually start building that and just like actively look into, oh, this is how they look on the inside. Okay, all right. And, like, I also was kind of looking up, like, bird habitats and, like, bird enclosures at zoos. And they don't really have the whole, like, you know, they don't have this whole big glass dome to hold them in. They've got more of, like, a low-key setup, if that makes any kind of sense. And so that's probably something more akin to what I do for this park. Because the Jurassic Park one is cool. And I do really like it. It's just that it has been done to death in this mod and in this kind of series that I don't just want to do it again. I don't want to do something that everyone's already seen a bajillion times. Like, I could probably build one, and it could probably look cool, but I would also spend a lot of time just comparing it to what, you know, other people have made for it, like for the aviary and stuff, so I don't know if I would enjoy that. I feel like I would definitely compare myself to people that have already made that build in this mod. Because I'm not lying. You can go look up, like, I built, like, a dinosaur aviary, or I built the bird cage, and it's just, it is the Jurassic Park one all the way. And so, I don't want to be, I want to be different. I'm not like other dino YouTubers. God. You smell a field trip? To where? Oh, for me? Yeah. Should I vlog it? Would it be really funny to vlog it? I would be so bad. It would be so cringy, so don't ask me for that. Unless you really want it, which in case I will make it as cringy as possible. Was that a torchlight? It was. I saw that particle effect. Eventually, I need to go through and probably replace all those with frog lights, probably. Simply because those particle effects that the torches give off do actually add up and end up lagging your game. I learned that recently. And that's why frog lights and like glowstone are a little bit better. Because they don't lag your game as much. You request cringe. I just, like, I do a whole, like, 5-minute segment in the video of, like, me going to a bird avian research facility. Like, alright, guys, we're going. Let's see how these birds live. I don't know even what to say. I'd also need a good camera. Maybe my girlfriend will film me. Maybe I can convince her. Probably not, though. She'd probably laugh at me. I'll be so real. Good morning, Lizard. How you doing? Kind of feeling like this all needs to be grass. I think along here, yeah. I think this will be good. Yes. If you're just tuning in, I don't know if I've clarified what's going on. We're redesigning the entire Diplodocus enclosure. And by entire, I just mean kind of like the landscaping design. I wasn't happy with how it was looking previously, so we're back at it, changing it up. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. I think this needs to be further from the cliff. I replace it with coarse dirt because, knowing me, I will place one grass too close to it, and then it will completely ruin it. I can add dirt back in the texturing later. But, like, this one might be good. Yeah, this one might be good to keep. Yeah, I think, honestly, that's probably fine. That's kind of what I want anyway. And honestly, I think even maybe... I think maybe digging this down a level. Yeah, I think that could be beneficial. It's like taking it down one more level. I know I'm kind of going back and forth on, like, you know, should I take this down another, or should I, you know, not? So, I am so sorry that you're seeing me be the most indecisive builder you will ever meet. I'm also just gonna actually record this, you know. The video, so I don't know if I've ever talked about this. I edit the videos as I go along and play. So most of the video, like, that you guys see is in chronological order of how it happens. Like, I'm not good at planning ahead and, like, doing all the cool tricks that I could do to actively, you know, like, have some cool stuff happen. I am very bad about planning ahead. So a lot of what you see in the actual videos is just in the order that it does happen in the game. Like all the builds and stuff. And sometimes that does require some planning ahead, like, oh, I can't show this yet, or, oh, I can't actually build this yet because that's gotta, you know, I gotta record this segment or something. I need to probably get better at that and stuff. But essentially, what I'm trying to say is the last segment I recorded talking about how I'm going to remodel the Diplo enclosure was basically like, oh, I'm just going to remove the water. I did not just remove the water, as you can tell. You know what? It would be so funny if I did that whole vlog in an Aussie accent. But Charlie might get mad at me. He might think I'm impersonating his culture, and I don't want to ever upset Charlie. The day I upset Charlie is the day I quit YouTube, because I could never. He's too precious to me. He's too precious to me. Let's see. Yes, Lizard, we are close to 2K. I don't know. We talked about it just a second ago. I don't know if I have anything like hugely special planned. I'll probably live stream. Like that's a given, you know, like it's just easy to do, especially with my work schedule. I haven't given much thought to 2K, so probably just a live stream and, you know, maybe like a something to say thank you. I don't know what that would be. Maybe like I don't know, maybe it's a schematic of like some of the trees and stuff that I have. I don't know. I don't think I'd do an impromptu world download just because one just came out recently. But I don't know what else I could do. But I do have plans for this world's 1 year anniversary. I've been thinking about it a little bit. I think for the 1 year anniversary of this world, I really want to get the info center done, so that way I can start displaying all of your guys' lovely fan art that you have made for me. I think that's probably one of the big things that I'll be doing for the 1 year is like making sure that I have like the community center of this world finished. But yeah, kind of stuff like that. You know what? It might be kind of cool. Like I know that this is just the leftover from the river, but it might be kind of cool to incorporate soul soil and soul sand into the bottom of this. Like I know it's a nice block. And the soul soil doesn't actually slow you down at all, so it might be nice to include into the bottom of this. You know? I think it might be really good. Let's see. I'm gonna dig this back a ways. Kind of like that. I'm trying to keep I should probably try and keep the transitions minimal, or like the elevation changes. Like this right here might be too much. Like that's just 2 blocks in such a small frame. How wide are they? I'd say about 4 blocks. So there needs to be about 4 blocks between every elevation change, I want to say. So that way they're not like constantly over the edge all the time. Then again, saying that and executing that is rather hard. I think something like that might be nice. I don't know. This is always like my hardest part when it comes to like enclosures and stuff. Is like making sure that I'm fully trying to make them look good, and it's hard. They look kind of black sand. Yeah. I know, it's just a different, it's more desaturated than the podzol, you know? So I think I like it a lot more. And then I think, honestly, over here, we're gonna replace all this with grass. And I think a large part of the foliage is just going to be ferns. A lot of ferns. God, I love Fern. What a guy. I miss him. I think he's been busy with uni. And he's been doing a lot. I think a lot of people have been doing a lot of the Isle of Berk stuff, which has been really fun to watch as a fan. I know, like, they asked, or Charlie asked me to join early on, and I kind of said no because I was, like, starting a new job and was in the middle of school, so I was like, I don't know if I'll have time, I'm so sorry. I love you still. And he was like, oh, don't worry. But they've been having a lot of fun over there, and the videos are really good, so if you've not seen the Isle of Berk server stuff, you should go check that out. Lovely faces, lovely people. You should go look at it. There we are. Okay, I feel this needs to be taken down a little bit. Maybe to right there. That looks better. I kind of want to flatten it a little bit. Does that look any better? Maybe. I think this is too curved. Like I feel... Yeah, and this one's also too curved, I think. I think I need to add just a little bit more like that. Yes. And then that one is also sticking out just a little bit much for my liking. And I think that's good. Does that look better? It's hard to see because it's all kind of blending together right now, but I'm trying to look at those like contour lines as much as I can. I keep saying contours like regular people know what I'm talking about. I mean, like, I guess if you know what topographical maps are, or topo, whichever one you want to say. But I've been doing a lot of that recently at my new job, so it's just like ingrained in my brain. So we're gonna dig this out just one more layer, and then fill it in with coarse dirt again. You guys hear about Planet Zoo 2 coming out in 2027? I did not hear that. I never played the first Planet Zoo or the Zoo Tycoon game. Like, I know that's probably like a cardinal sin for me to say as like a Minecraft dinosaur YouTuber, but I never played any of those games, which I know is crazy, but I guess that's probably why I don't lean into the whole zoo aspects of all this as much. And I kind of focus mainly on the nature landscaping. So, but yeah, no, I never got into like Planet Zoo. I think I technically have it, but I never I think I played it for probably an hour, maybe two, and then got tired of it and felt like I couldn't do anything, and then gave up. Because I don't even know. I don't even know why I couldn't get into it. I think a lot of games like that have a lot to manage kind of trip me up. Like, I like simplicity in games. That's probably why I like Minecraft so much, is just because, like... Or maybe it's just, like, the Minecraft makes sense to me. And, like, since I've known for so long, I know how to play. And so starting a new thing is kind of scary for me. Not scary, but, you know, like, it's intimidating. Then again, I don't know. It's a weird mixed bag of stuff and emotions towards other games. I did play Operation Genesis back in my heyday. That was a lot of fun. I liked that game. And that was like the precursor to Evolution. And I played, obviously, Evolution 1, and I think I played most of 2. I don't know what it is about them that kind of lost me. Yeah, I played Evolution. I played 1 all the way through, beat the whole campaign, played that so much. 2, I want to say I beat the campaign. I think I did. I think I beat the campaign. And 3, I started the campaign, but then I was kind of saving it for like a special project maybe that I was gonna do. I was gonna basically make a video that was like for the SMP, but it was like gonna be in Jurassic World Evolution 3 where I was gonna design the island using the island generator. But the island generator turned out to not be what I thought it would be. And so, I don't know, I just like, I stopped playing the game and I was like, I'll pick it up later when I have time. And then I never found the time to pick it back up later. So, it's not a bad game. Like, I thought Jurassic World Evolution 3, like, the stuff that it did, like, bring was really, really cool. And, like, all the changes they made, really, really cool. I think it's also just, like, those kind of building mechanics where it's, like, you get to pick every single wall panel. Those do kind of stress me out a little bit. Just because it's, like, all in a menu and I can't see everything and such. And, like, I don't know them all as well. Like, I'm sure if I just played a bunch, I would get to know everything that I was looking for. But, like, Minecraft, I just know everything. And I know all the blocks I want to use. And I, like, can visualize and just know where to go and where to get them. You never got to play it yourself? Operation Genesis was... I mean, obviously, it is a really old game. If you play it, you'll know it's real old. You can feel the jank, but it's also really, really nostalgic. I don't even remember how I got to play it. I think this was still at the time when... Like, it's the kind of game that you have to, like, download off of a janky file on the internet and play. Rather than it being, like, on a Steam page. I'm surprised it's not on, like, Steam or something. It might be, and I could just be, like, completely telling you all wrong. But, yeah, I don't think it is on Steam. It'd be cool if it came to Steam. I think it would still make money, just because of the nostalgia factor. Because it is a pretty good game, and it did set a good precedent for what Evolution could be and stuff. Yeah, definitely kind of janky, Banana. Very, very janky. But, like, when I first, like, got on, like, became a big, like, Jurassic Park fan, like, you know, obviously, as a kid, I wasn't, like, allowed to watch scary movies, but, like, when I first watched Jurassic Park and fell in love, like, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis was the only Jurassic Park builder. Because Evolution hadn't come out yet, obviously. And there was, like... I want to say there were a couple other things that, like, you could play, like, Jurassic Park games, but they were mostly, like, shooter games. Like, the arcade game kind of style. Or, like, something along the lines of that. So, like, there wasn't a whole lot of Jurassic Park game that I could play that I wanted to play, because I've always been more of a building simulation game. And that was, like, the only one I want to say. Other than, like, you know, playing Minecraft Dinosaurs. Which ended up being, obviously, my favorite out of everything. But in terms of the Jurassic Park franchise, Operation Genesis was the only builder game. Like, okay, actually, I rescind that, because there was Jurassic Park Builder and Jurassic World, the game, on the mobile device. But let's be honest, those aren't actually about building. Those are click games, you know, click to farm. They're kind of like Jurassic Park Builder is just like, it's literally just you place the thing just to get the coins, and then place the next thing to get more coins. Prehistoric came in and out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I want to say like I think it's modular building is what that system's like called en masse. And I think it's really cool. And if I really sat down to like do it, I think I would have a whole lot of fun. Or at the very least, I could make something that looks really, really cool using all the different modules and stuff. But it also is just very time consuming. So like I've never just given myself the opportunity to just go through and play it. Because I feel like I have some amounts of free time. But I also like I'm currently working, I go to school, so like it's hard to rationalize playing that for like a couple hours just to make one building look really, really pretty when I have other more important things to do. Not, I mean, like, you know, obviously playing that game would be not important, but it would be fulfilling. But it's just like I do have pressing things most of the time, and also videos to make. You know, I want to like I don't pressure myself to really make these, but I do want to keep them coming because, like, obviously I don't want you guys to sit without a new video for a super duper long time. So, like, hey, I don't know. It's been hard for me to get into games like that like really take up your time. That's why I've been kind of like, when I'm not playing Minecraft, I've kind of been enjoying like games that like you can beat in a single weekend, or you could like, you know, just kind of play at your own pace and like beat it eventually. Okay, that's looking cool. At least I want to say it's looking cool. It's definitely, it's an improvement, I want to say. Definitely an improvement. When I was a kid, my dad was watching me for the night, and he put on Jurassic Park and then left. That's actually, like, goated parenting moment. I'm going to do that with my kids, honestly. Just put on Jurassic Park and leave. If I come home and they don't like it, they're not my kids. End of story. Like, I feel like that's fair. Like, what do you do if your kids don't like Jurassic Park? Like, I feel like you should say love them still, but, like, I feel like that's the incorrect answer. You know? And then other people say, like, what if your partner doesn't like Jurassic Park? Well, then I don't think they'd be I don't think I'd have kids with them. They have to, at minimum, enjoy how happy the movie makes me. You know? JP, oh yeah. How old is it? Is it going on 40? It is going on 40, isn't it? Dang. I mean, like, I'm almost 20. So, dang. And I want to say I watched it about 10 years ago, at least, so. Like, I think, honestly, I'm excited that the franchise is... I mean, like, I'm not excited that it's still going. I'm excited that it's still happening, kind of, you know, and there are new people that get into it every year. I will say, at some point, it's bound to happen that they remake it, like the original movie. At some point in my lifetime, it's bound to happen. You know? It's definitely going to happen at some point when I'm alive. Like, just because it's such a blockbuster of a movie and such a good movie, and the franchise has been going on for a very long time, and the first movie obviously came out in 93, so like there are people in the general audience that haven't watched it, and that's been making the newer movies harder and harder for them to like be box office hits. Not like harder and harder, but like a little bit more difficult with a younger audience. So at some point they're bound to remake it and recast. I'm not saying they should. They should definitely not. The original is an all-time classic, but it's gonna happen. Like, and we need to make our peace with that. It is going to happen. At some point before I die, it's gonna happen. They're gonna remake it. They're gonna get a new cast. And such. So, like, I just... That is my prediction before I die, is that they will make a remake of Jurassic Park. I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, I will say, like, if they remade it and went about it the right way, I think they could pull it off in a way that's good. Specifically, if they stuck more to the book a little bit. Maybe not like the ending and stuff like that, but like I'm sure there is probably a market if they make like the Jurassic Park remake, like, full on the Michael Crichton book, and, like, have, like, all the gruesome, gory stuff, you know? Like, I do believe that, like, that would be a good movie if they stuck more akin to that. Definitely not in any way comparable to the original version that Steven Spielberg and Michael Crichton, like, worked together on, but, like, I think that, honestly, it's gonna happen, and that's probably the route I see them going, is, like, sticking closer to the source material. Which would be cool. Like, I'd like to see some of that come to life. Especially since, like, when the first Jurassic Park movie came out, it was in a time where, like, doing some of those horror elements was kind of scary, or, like, kind of, like, not profitable, so a lot of them, like, a lot of movies that, like, came from that kind of source material didn't dive into that. But, like, imagine if Jurassic Park did. Then you've got, like, this really cool adaptation of a horror movie, basically. Because the original novel is a horror novel. Let me tell you what. Like, I think it's definitely a direction that they could go. Any of you seen Markiplier's Iron Lung? No, but I really want to. Fun fact, I am a huge, like, a really big Markiplier fan. I was there for Unus Annus. I watched every single episode. I've liked him since, I want to say, middle school is kind of when I started watching him. I was definitely like a Dan TDM and Stampy kid growing up. But then I got really into Markiplier. I really like him. He's my comfort YouTuber now. Like, whenever I'm kind of, like, having a bad day or just a sad day, going back and watching, like, his old videos really do cheer me up and make me happy. So I'm really excited to see the movie. I didn't pre-get tickets just because I didn't know, like, what days obviously would work for all my friends and stuff. So I'm going to try and figure that out probably soonish. But I am so excited to see that movie. I think it's going to be really good. I've heard, like, some, like, reviews and stuff that, like, it's good. At least like, really good for, like, his first movie. And that just has me, like, really, really excited to see it. And I also just admire how much work he put into it. And, like, how much of, like, just genuinely he himself is, like, put himself into there. Like, it is definitely a really inspirational story that we could probably all learn a lot from. It's just his determination to get that done. Because I'm pretty sure he's in charge of, obviously, acting in it is the most obvious one, directing it, and distributing it, which is, like, so crazy. And, like, that he did a live stream not too long ago where he was like, it's taken me so long to get to this point, but gosh darn it, was it worth it? And that, like, he started crying, I started crying, I think everyone started crying. So yeah, I'm excited to go see it. Real excited. Also, I just like the game. When he first played the game, I thought it was really cool, like, concept of a game. I didn't play it myself just because, like, I already saw what happened, you know, when he played, so I didn't end up buying the game, but it looked really cool and had such a cool concept as well. Okay, Huh. We called it bad? Yeah, I bet you that his video's not doing great. Then again, like, I just know that, like, I think he made a profit off of it before it's even out. Like, I think they've made a profit off of it now. Just because of all the the pre-order ticket sales. Which is honestly so good for him. Like, as someone who has been a fan, like, I just am proud of him. I know he, like that means literally nothing, but, like, I think the whole fan base is proud of him, and rightfully so. Again, he put so much work into that, mostly just so we could see it as a fandom. So, like, literal props to that. He did it for the love of the game, and that's why he's my king. Did you plan, okay, I don't think I'll do multi-species enclosures. I don't know what it is about them that I don't much like. I think I like making every exhibit personalized to the dinos, or to the dinos I'm putting in. Yes, it would be cool to have, like, maybe one or two that's multi-species, but also as a content creator, you know, building in this mod, doing multi-species will make the series in faster, you know? Because, like, if I combine, say, Dinosaurs and Stegosaurs, that's 2 dinosaurs, boom, off the checklist. If I combined all the Ceratopsians, not an actual combination I would ever do, but, like, combine all the Ceratopsians, boom, that's 3 dinosaurs, or 4 dinosaurs out of the way. And if I started, like, you know, combining stuff like that, those, what would have been 2 separate episodes for, say, Dryo and Stego, are now just 1 episode. And that would definitely make the series go by a lot quicker. And that's not something I really want to do. Like I've said before, I really want to drag this series out as long as possible. One, profit, baby. Profit. I'm kidding. One, because I just like this world so much. I want to keep playing. I don't ever want to stop. I want to just keep expanding. And YouTube has been, for me, less of a journey of like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, and more of like a motivation to keep playing in the same world. Like, if this were any other world and I wasn't doing YouTube, I would have stopped around the Pachyrhinosaurus enclosure. You know, if I'm fully honest. But having you guys watch the videos and be curious as to when the next one's coming out or what I have in mind for future builds and stuff, like, it keeps me motivated to keep playing. So I think for that reason, I want to drag this series out, and that kind of means a no on multi-species enclosures. There are definitely going to be multi-species builds, like the aquarium. You could kind of count that as a multi-species enclosure, considering they're all in the same build, and like that'll be a similar case for the aviary or the avian research facility. Like, they'll all be in the same build, so that kind of gets you there. But yeah, I think I want to try and steer away from the multi-enclosure ones, just to really milk this this series. Hello, Jess Dragon, how you doing? You know, what was I saying? I don't remember. Something about this world. But yes, welcome, Jess Dragon. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone that's already here, I hope you guys are doing well as well. I hope everything is good. Hopefully this doesn't... Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Stream's still running fine, I hope. I hope it is. I'm trying to position things. Uh-oh. Let me get... Yeah, there we go. All good. Okay. There we go. Sorry, had to fix some things real quick. Yeah, we are currently working on renovating the Diplo enclosure, which is so far going good. So far going good. Hopefully. Now we're gonna kind of going back to it to kind of change how we're doing this kind of stuff, make it a little bit more arid feeling, a little less like wetlands with the rivers, because we have a wetlands area. We don't need all that in this one. So I think honestly something like this is probably quite good. I don't know. This is a big question, and I don't know if any of you would know this. Do they swim? Like if I were to say, basically cut this fence right here and cut this fence like right there and opened it up to the river biome, do you think that they would swim? Yes, no. Because wouldn't it be really cool to have like a natural barrier here? With that being the river biome? Like, I think that would be really, really cool. You just kind of keep them on this side of the river without this big fence here. Like, the fence is alright. You know, seeing it from the other side, like, it's fine. You know, I can get a view over there. You feel like they would float, but I would test. Diplos do not swim them. Oh no, Lizard, I just mean like the mobs. Like, do we think that I can contain them into their enclosure? Let's see. Let's see what I can do. I'm gonna grab. There's the world seed if you want the world seed. We're gonna test. Because there's only a couple of you here, and I don't mind testing. Actually, wait, did I have a... Oh, I do have a building version. I have a building version of this world sometimes. Where I keep old, like, or test out some things. I think on this one I tested out some of the aquarium stuff. Which is probably... Ooh, this is gonna lag. Ooh! Ooh. Ooh, okay. Hopefully we're fixed now. Bed. I don't want to put it onto land because I know you guys will be watching. I want you to figure out where I am. Also, sorry if there was a giant lag spike in that. Okay. Ooh, I might use this world to get some footage of what the things looked like before. Because this is what the aloe enclosure looked like before, if you were curious. So definitely some big changes to it. At least I think they're big changes, so. Let's see. I just want to see if I can... If I, like, remove this. If I, like, were to just take this out. This is kind of when I wish I had cheats enabled in this world. So I could have Axiom. Okay. That should be big enough for them. Let's see if we can just grab stick and just lure them over. Let's see what this does. Would you... Yeah, he'd start swimming. Okay. You guys know, I do not. I use fabric, so... Well, that is really cool seeing his swim animation. But I don't want him to keep swimming. You know, I don't want him to swim across. I would say... Okay. One trick I might be able to do is that if I basically raise, like build a cliff basically around here that's just like a couple blocks tall off of this, they can't fall down. It's kind of the trick that Charlie did on the SMP, where they can't like fall down. I wonder what that limit is. Like, I'm sure it's only probably like 3 blocks that I'd have to account for. And it might be pretty easy to just kind of like replace this entire thing with just like a small retaining wall or something like that instead, to give it just more of an open vibe, you know? So like maybe keep the fence along here, but like maybe like I build like a rock right here, and then we kind of tie it into this here, and we just have like a retaining wall that's like maybe like 3 blocks tall, you know? Just something that they can't jump down off of. It would have to be 3 blocks tall up here. Let's actually go into the other world. Let's go into this one that we were working on the what's it called, on the info center, which I can give you a little update on since we're doing it. I don't remember if I showed it last time, but I mirrored this over. I've been working on a little bit of roof detailing. We've got some skylights. And then I've also been working on the back, which has got just kind of more glass. Nothing on the interior yet. Working on this in the background. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with it, but let's see. Let's see what I can do. We have axioms, so I'm just gonna grab, actually no, let's go further away. Further away. Stone. And let's do 1 block off the ground, and we'll do 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. And then we'll stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 by 10. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, lizard. Okay. Diplo. Let's see if we just throw the Diplo on there. Let's throw a couple Diplos. Just to get that. So let's see if they do it. Feeder. Let's throw a feeder on the ground. Okay, yeah. They fall off of that. So, let's move it up a block. Okay. Let's see. He walked off that. So maybe 3 blocks is the no-go. Oh. They're definitely going to hang over the side of it. Huh. 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 Maybe. Okay. Maybe I could do, so that seems to be doing it, but that's 3 blocks off. Like that'd be ground block 3 blocks off, and they still have the chance of pushing each other off. I think that'll require more testing, and that might be an even further down the line redesign once I test it out a little bit. Prehistoric creature wish list for FA. I would love another Spinosaurid. I think that'd be cool. Like a Suchomimus or a Baryonyx would be phenomenal. I think we're getting another raptor, so we're getting Utah Raptor soon. So I'm happy with the raptor selection. Let's see. I would obviously love Nanotyrannus or Utyrannus. I think both of those would be cool. Maybe some more Stegosaurids, like Kentrosaurus would be really fun. Gigant Spinosaurus. I will butcher the one that I'm thinking of, but it's like, I don't even remember what it's called, but it's one from like Jurassic World Evolution 1. that I don't think was that popular, but I really liked it because he was just a chubby boy. And then I know we're getting some more Ankylosaurids in the next update, so I'm excited for those. I don't know. I'm honestly like really happy with the mod selection we have currently, or like the dino selection we have currently, and I just like when they add new ones, whatever they be. So I'm just excited in general for just more dinos, whatever they are, because any new dinos means an excuse to build another enclosure in this world. So I think any dinosaur is just a welcome addition in my eyes. Maybe not so much the aquatics at the moment. I'm kind of sick of them, but in the future, I'll definitely welcome them with open arms again. Okay, I'm gonna replace this with grass. It was fun to kind of put patches into this, but I don't think they look right. Okay, it's kind of hard. Kind of hard working with you boys here, you boy and girl. But wait, I don't even remember. Dippy and Fwhip. I think, are they both boys? Or is one a female and one's a male? I think one might be a female. But I'm none too sure. Yeah, those would be good. I would love a Carno. Yeah, Carnos would be really fun. I know that the FA devs get asked about Carnotaurus a lot, so they're kind of sick of it. But I think Carnos would be a really good addition. I love the Carno. They've got a lot of my favorites already in, so like I can't complain, honestly. I think Irritator would be another good one. Obviously, more sauropods would always be welcome. They're big and they're hard to build enclosures for, as evident by what's happening here today. But I think they're really cool, so more of them would be always welcome. In terms of carnivores, I'd say Majungasaurus, Carnotaurus, some of those would be really good. Irritator as well, like, I don't know, just some of those variety dinosaurs I think would be cool. We do have a lot of the, like, heavy hitters, though, so I can see, you know. I can't see them adding, like, a crazy amount more. Or, no, I mean, like, I can't. I just mean, like, what am I trying to say? How to phrase. We have a lot of the ones that I want. So, in terms of my list, they've practically done it all of what I could ever want, so. And there's a few here and there that I'll think of that'll be like, oh, that'd be cool if we had that one. Or I'll see some TikTok and they'll be like, oh, that'd be really cool if I could play with that one. But at the end of the day, I'm not pressed at them to add a ton more. I'm happy with the current selection, and I'll just be happy as they continue to add more. So every new update will bring me some joy. And an episode. What about the mammals? Are they planned for the park? Okay. The mammals, they are. Again, I want every creature to be in this park. I want to include everything Fossils and Archaeology has to offer. That's why I'm also focusing on the archaeology side of things in the visitor center and in the in the info center, which is the visitor center. So like I want to completely utilize the mod, and I don't want to leave anything out. Mostly because I haven't gotten to know some of the FA devs. They work really hard on all the features you see. So I want them to be utilized and explored in this world. And that's just something for me. But yeah, so like the mammals, yes, they will happen. Currently, I don't have any ideas. I'm open to suggestions. I don't know if I do like a climate controlled building or something, considering like, you know, I've got dinosaurs walking around, so it's like a completely different like environment almost. So I don't know what I'd do. Um, honestly, hmm. Do you guys want to go ahead and remove the fence and put in the retaining wall? Yes or no? I need your opinions in the chat. Let's see if I can actually probably make a poll, can I? I can. Start a poll. Go ahead and remove fence. Yes, no, you're a madman. There you go. Hopefully that's working. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead. Answer the poll. We've got a yes. You know what? I could cut the poll short immediately and just take the yes. You know? Oh, we've got okay. We've got some dispute. Okay. The downsides of go ahead and removing the fence is one, I've not recorded anything for it, so it would definitely come out of the blue in the video. And two, let's see, I don't actually know if I'll be able to get it to work, and I might have to put the fence back in. But if I do get it to work, it'll look really cool from the other side of the river because the Diplos will just be walking around on the other side. We're at a 50-50 stance. I see 5 viewers. We've got this. Only 4 votes. I'll keep working a little bit, and we'll come back to it, but I'm keeping my eye on it. Cut the fence once you start recording. You know, honestly, I could literally just like take a clip from stream too. Like I don't even mind like just taking a little clip from the stream and just being like, "Oh, here it is. Put that in the video." I did that for episode 20 a little bit. And just throw some good commentary over it. Be like, "I was chatting on stream, and then I decided that this fence had to go." Sleep. But then again, like, it is a genuine 50-50 right now. 50-50 in the polls. Okay. I think this is good. It's a good baseline, and I think I'm ready to bone meal everything. I think I'm ready to begin the process of refoliaging the thing. But then again, if I start refoliaging and then I have to remove the fence, coin toss? I don't think I have a coin. I could flip something on my phone. I'll do the coin toss thing. Okay. All right. I just let it flip the first time. Okay, it's at heads. I'm going to say heads is take down the fence, and tails is keep the fence as it is and then come back to it at a later date. So heads is remove, tails is keep for now. And I don't know how to best show it. Ugh. It's heads. We're removing it. Fence is coming down. It was a 50-50 in the polls, so you know. I think we're gonna cut it from here. I should probably sit the Diplos down. This will be a good first step. Good first step. We'll sit the Diplos down. Here's this. Whew. I did not expect to completely overhaul their exhibit. I thought I would make some like small changes, but I've kind of gotten into I want to change everything about it. Down with the fence. Yes, lizard. For the mammal, I would like to see a particular track for the hiking name, like Walk of Our Ancestors or something like that. You could put something like a caveman village. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. So I do kind of want to come up with like some trail names. And I don't know if you saw, but like on the thumbnail of this video, and will be in the next video, is the logo that Spike Boy made for me. It's really, really good, really well made. And I'm excited to use it in a lot of my videos and stuff and like stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm just I'm trying to get more serious about like the actual lore of the world. That's why we're working on the visitor center / the info center. I'm gonna probably try and come up with trail names and trailheads, and maybe I'm gonna try and amp up some of the like park building of this. Like obviously enclosures are always fun, but I want to like build a fire watch tower. I want to build a campsite. Who knows? I might even build some of that in today's or in the next episode that we're currently working on. So I think amping up some of those like critical details will be really, really cool. Yeah, the Jurassic Trail. So okay, Stegosaurus, Allosaurus are in the same time period. Are they both? They're both Jurassic, right? Is Diplos? Where are Diplos? Are Diplos Jurassic? I know you guys are gonna judge me for not being the most knowledgeable, but are Diplos Jurassic? Because I know Triceratops is Cretaceous, and I don't know where Pachyrhinosaurus falls. So let me know where Diplos and Pachyrhinosaurus fall into the thing. I've also realized I've not been replay recording. I should probably do that. Okay. This also give me a lot of spruce fences back. Diplos, Jurassic along with Allo and Stego. Okay. Well, that's good. So I could probably name, like, the path that goes between the Allos and the Diplos, like, Jurassic Crossing or something. I don't know. I recently, like, just had a day where I played RV There Yet with my friends. Like 2 of my friends from high school, and it was so much fun, and it kind of gave me a lot of ideas for the series, actually, just because of like it's kind of set in a national park setting, so kind of have some ideas in that regard as well. Pachyrhinos late Cretaceous. Okay, so like that kind of divergence could kind of be more Cretaceous. I mean, I don't want to limit myself. Like, I know some people like to separate their parks into time periods. I couldn't be bothered to do that, because if I did that, then there would be kind of like it'd be hard to plan that out, just considering like what if like I finish up the Jurassic area and then they add a new Jurassic animal. Then I've got to figure out a way to squeeze it in, or I don't want to do like separate time period areas, just because 1, 2, other people have done it, and 2, I would find it probably limiting in the future when they add more dinos. So I don't want to pre-limit myself in that respect, you know. I kind of want to build enclosures as they come. Though I think in this world they'll probably be more focused on like what biomes make sense. Like, you know, like the Stegos and the Triceratops are close together because like I think forest biomes make sense for them. And so they're both in the forest, and that's that. That doesn't matter. They're different time periods to me. Dry copy. Package Cephalosaurus. Okay. Yeah, see, like, I don't think I'll, like, they'll just kind of come as they go. Like, I think Ceratosaurus is probably going to go in the plains for some reason. Like, I think I read that it lived in like Fern Valley Plains or something. Again, my extent of knowledge is Wiki and Google. So if it kind of makes sense, it kind of makes sense. And if I can build a cool build, I'll build a cool build. And like I try and keep it kind of close to what, or like at least somewhat reasonable for what they would have lived in. But I also I'm not a nerd, like in the way that I know every detail. I have to say, if you do, that you are like a nerd. Like nerd is not a bad thing, but like I'm not. I don't know everything, so I couldn't tell you the accuracies of the dinosaur habitats and stuff. And obviously, this is Minecraft. I'm limited here. I can't build a picture perfect Cretaceous environment, unfortunately, as much as I try. I think I like this though, because look at how open that's gonna be. Okay, if I can now I think we'll end it off at this one. Yeah? I think if we cap it off here, and so this one will kind of lead into a big rock or something. And then we'll have the retaining wall start from there. Visible barriers. I might be able to get away with some stuff like that. I mean, also bushes is another great way to like stop that from happening. Like I can throw in a lot of like barrier bushes and like trees and stuff to really keep the Diplos inside. Because their hitbox is so large, I can do a lot of tricks like that, like maybe conveniently place trees and bushes that will basically stop them from getting out. Okay. Well, now with that done, I'm gonna reset my recording because that was me removing the fence. So I can save that file separate. Sorry that I have to do that. Ugh. I could just press stop and then start again, but that kind of has a habit of not doing what I want it to do, and like if something corrupts, then you know I've lost both segments. You should trees on the other side of the river and small dams on the river itself. What do you mean trees on the other side? Because I've got these trees. Is that what you mean, or? I don't know. Let's see. No Diplo fence. There we go. Okay, let's go grab some stone. I'm just gonna outline the retaining wall. And I'm just gonna kind of follow. I think I'm gonna make it a natural retaining wall, mind. Like it's gonna be natural looking. I think. But I want to go ahead and place it everywhere. So I think I should probably sleep real quick. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. How long have we been streaming? We've been streaming 2 hours? Yeah, okay. Got some steam left back in me. So we'll do something like a large rock here. And that'll kind of bring us into about, you know. I mean, we'll do like this, you know. Kind of tying it into there. And then let's do This is going to be difficult. But I think if we need at least 3 blocks. And honestly, no, because I want it to be, Can we take a peek at the statistics and see how many times? Sure. I will say, looking at these, they might be a little off because I have had to, like, not reset the world, but, like, copy over, like, world data once when the world got corrupted. So these aren't, like, 100% accurate, but they should be really accurate to, like, I think at one point I had to take the build data onto a creative copy that I had to, like, repair stuff. Like, I don't remember how I fixed it all, but I did. And it so some of these, like, statistics might not be the full picture. But see how many times I've opened a shulker box. Talk to villagers. My time played is nearly a month. I have spent nearly a month in this world. Keep in mind, I AFK overnight sometimes. Time since last death, 5.6 hours. Time since last reset, 1 minute. Time with world open, 4.13 days. I also put in the pause menu a bit. Slept in a bed. So that tells you that I've slept in a bed 2,600 or 2,068 times. Which technically would that mean I'm on day 2,000? I would feel. I don't know. Traded with villagers that many times. I've won 1 whole raid. Number of deaths, 51. Ski hill on a mountain that serves as decoration for the world would be cool. And with create, you can... Oh, that would be cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah, no, I've never caught a fish. Never needed to. I've jumped a lot. Dropped a lot of items. A lot of crafting. Let's look in items. What is my most mined block? Yeah. Dirt. Or stone is my most mined. Dirt is my... Yeah, these all make a lot of sense. What is my most used? I have used the... Is that times crafted? Twice. Okay. So times used is, yeah, that many. Those all kind of add up. Right? Picked up, yeah, a lot of that. Dropped a lot of prismarine shards out of the thing. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Lizard. I won't even lie. I mean, I do, like I said, I do like leave this on overnight quite often to get resources and stuff, so. Okay. This is going to be tricky. But I think, honestly, if we... I just need to make it 3 blocks from this. So I think if we... This tree might have to go. No, wait. This tree... I think if we... 3... We can spin it like this. This tree is going to have to go. But I can connect it up into a rock here. And so all of those should be around 3 blocks tall. Yeah. And we'll bring it back a little bit. Maybe raise it here. Three. As long as we've got 3 blocks of height on it, they can't jump down. So it's more so about the ground that's down here. Right? So honestly, I could probably adjust this as well. Oh, I need to actually record this, don't I? We're taking it all back. I'm restarting. Sorry. I do this a lot, which is, you know, at least you guys get a behind the scenes of what this looks like. Just take all that back. Take all this back. I want to give them as much land as possible. Should I... Okay, this is a question. Should I maybe, like, bring, like, maybe this section down to the actual water, but I just kind of use those, like, tactics with, like, bushes and trees to stop them from getting out in that area? I might be able to do that. Is this mod pack available? Yes. It should be in my Discord server under series info. It should be available. I think it's just a zip file, unfortunately. I couldn't get mod to work for whatever reason. Oh, darn. Okay. Start recording. I think I'm gonna basically rebuild this. Pretty much a T. Okay. And so we need to go 1, 2, 3 blocks up. And that all. Oh, this is only 2, so we need to go 3 blocks high. 1 there for safety. And so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get this to look properly right. Because the whole thing is that it needs to be exactly 3 blocks tall. Well, I can probably cut a little closer to here. Yeah, just a wee bit. And so if I run out of stone, I have run out of stone. I thought I grabbed more. Quick pause. I think this will look really cool if I execute it right, but it also could completely ruin this enclosure. I might have already ruined the enclosure for some people, and for that, I'm sorry. And then if I just kind of bring it on home over to here. And put another rock here. I think that's good. Right? And then just trying to blend it into the environment a little bit better. Again, the problem is that I cannot, like, I can place blocks here, but I can't place any blocks up there. So it's definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge to do properly. Like, that can't even go there. I wonder. I guess, like, on some of the spots that are, like, need a little bit of, like, detailing like that, we can put, like, some trees and stuff that'll block. I don't know. I'm definitely going to spend way too much time working on fixing this And I probably should. But honestly, we can make it a little version of this, where we do, like, the stone at the bottom and then diorite at the top. And then maybe, like, here... Yeah, maybe, like, right here, we actually do bring it down to the water. And then just use some of those tricks that I was talking about that's, like, to keep them in. You know? Or maybe even just a small fence. Like, maybe just a small, tiny bit of fence, like, right here. To cover our tracks. You know? Do you have a plan for the brackies? The brackies are probably going to go in the redwood section of the forest. I do have a plan kind of in mind for them. I kind of want to put them over by where the Triceratops are. Like, there's this giant cleared out area that I cleared out forever ago to make room for new enclosures, but then I got, like, full on distracted with the aquarium and just everything else over there in the swamp. Like, the swamp was a big diversion for me. So there I have a space for something. And I don't know exactly what's going to go over here. So it might be brackies, and they might get, like, their redwoods, and then I'll put, like, a watchtower here. But I don't know. It kind of depends on where the rest of these remodels go for this video. The brackies are another one of those, like, enclosures that are very much hard to do. Do I have... Okay, what kind of fence do I have? It's going to be interesting, folks. It's going to be interesting. I might be able to, like... If I take... This is another thought experiment. If I took this large chain link fence and just intermittently placed it, right? Like on a diagonal, and, like, made sure to cover it with grass, I don't think they'd be able to walk over that. So that might be another option. So we will keep this in mind. We'll keep it in mind. But I think if we do, like, kind of basically make this into another section of cliff. I don't want to make it... Well, I don't want to make it too high. You know? Some zoos use trick to make, like, predator or prey, like lion, zebra, and giraffe, but you can make this, but your T-Rex or other big carnivore. Yeah. Yeah, like, make them where their prey is. I could. I feel like that's mean, though, to the prey. And then again, I guess I've done that with the aloes and the stegos. Like, they are right next to each other, and they're, like, natural enemies. So I don't know. Okay, I feel like... Honestly, I feel like this gets to be mini cliff in a similar vein to those. Like, I feel like this side gets to be mini cliff, and then because that way I can work in some threes really easily, and then this side, I don't know. Because this is already, like, this is proving a challenge in my brain. Like, honestly, maybe just a rock here, and then I try and do a lot of the tree blockers. I don't know. Because I'm kind of feeling like this doesn't work as well as I had thought it would. I don't know how long have we been streaming? We're going on almost 3 hours, I want to say. Yeah, almost. And I still have not eaten a proper dinner. So I might have to leave it here soonish. I'm gonna get rid of this wall. Maybe we'll do like a smaller version back here. This is another instance that I really wish fossils kind of had like something like how Ark does, where they just have like a set wander radius. I wish I could kind of do that, where I like set a custom wander radius for like the Diplos, and then they wouldn't leave like a 50 block space. And I could just set them to the middle of the enclosure and they just like couldn't leave. Like I feel like that would be real nice for me. Okay, we'll do big rock there at least. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll do like a sizable rock. Maybe even a little bit bigger. Like maybe we kind of make it look like the cliff a little bit. Kind of like that. Around that. Yeah. Yeah. And then this will be another cliff, and then we're gonna have to figure out how this works. I could honestly, like this might be really cheeky, but I could honestly just put a fence. Just put like a like unjumpable fence. And just kind of hide it with bushes and foliage to the point that you can't see it. Like that might be the move that ends up happening. You know? It's gonna feature that, yeah. Being able to control. Yeah, it would be so like that would be like so cool. Cause imagine you could also like on the SMP, like on my island, I could just set the Mosasaurus spot like wander radius to the center of the island and set it to be like 1,000 blocks, and it just stays around the island and doesn't like wander past that and like unload itself. Like I feel like having some kind of control like that would be really nice for our FA animals. I feel like it would give a lot more customization options. And then it's like, I feel like it'd be pretty intuitive to like have, like, you know how when you right click with the stick, it sets them to wander? Just make you like scroll with the stick to like change the radius of the wander. And there you go. And then just have it like create it, maybe like an invisible boundary or something. Especially because I think the code's like already kind of there with like snippers and allays and stuff now. So I feel like that might be something that could happen. Yes, you should. If you were able to make like a mod for fossils that did that, I would download. Just got here, Mr. Pear. We're kind of wrapping up a little bit because I'm really tired, but we are redesigning the Diplo enclosure. We're actually redesigning a lot of the enclosures. I've done this off camera where I've redesigned the Aloe enclosure, which is looking really nice. And so now the Diplos are getting the exact same treatment, but in a whole different way. I'm thinking we're going to put in like more of a rock wall, rock face kind of over here. And then this is going to be a river's edge. The biggest thing is I need to figure out how to keep the Diplos in here, but I kind of like it being a little bit more open, just so I can see my lovely Diplos. My lovely Diplos. But yeah, I think I think this is good. I think like once I do figure out like a good way to contain them, I think that this will look really, really cool now that it's open. You know, I feel it in my bones. I feel it. And I feel like I could probably touch up these cliffs a little bit better, but that's neither here nor there. I think, let's try this. Let's see if I can... If I, like, put that there, right? And then from far away, with lots of foliage around it, can you even see that? Kinda not really. I wonder if there's a better way. Technically, I think with my shaders, I don't think you could see glass at all. So, 1 second, let me grab. Well, let me deposit some of this into here. Also, if you couldn't tell, I have a lot of spruce wood. If I were to just take a bunch of glass, oh yeah, you could see that. You could for sure see that. What about... no, I just threw it back up. What if, I feel like you'd be able to see that too. Yeah, you definitely would. It was worth a shot. How do you find motivation to study? I have an exam in May and October, and I still haven't started studying. I don't. I have little motivation to study most of the time. I am definitely not the person you want to ask for motivation. Though I will say, I find taking breaks helps. You know, if you're getting overwhelmed and stressed, taking a break every now and then can really help. Just, you know, refocus yourself, and recenter what you're doing. I personally, I was a big note card maker. For whatever reason, I find writing stuff down does help me remember it. So I actually like a lot of story beats for the next episode that goes out are actually going, like I've kind of pre-thought them out, and I've written them down to use. Okay, I mean, like, with the dense foliage, you kind of can't see that. I mean, I need to dense it up a little bit more, but it is interesting. I think my only other, like, alternative option would be use copycats, maybe? Like, maybe there's some kind of copycat fence that I could use. We can look at that real quick. They do have copycat fence. But is there anything that I could give it that would make it invisible? Did I bring any? I didn't bring any actually over. Don't think anything in there. I can try glass on the copycat fence to see if that does anything. And we just hope it doesn't break my game. I don't know. What else would be, like, nearly invisible? I mean, again, leaves. Like, I could definitely, like, build some barriers out of leaves. And as long as I, like, really, really made sure to, like, fully place them, or, like, fully enclose them, I just ran into that tree when I looked away. What would glass on these fences look like? That's terrible. Or, honestly, you know what? Okay, this is meant to be a national park, right? What if I just genuinely built a fence? Like a small human level fence? You know? Like just a small, like wooden, like doop doop doo with the bushes and stuff. And just a small, like, actual fence. Because I don't think, like, if I kind of do it right, you know, making sure to put the bushes in the right way, if I do it correctly, I should be able to. Because I could also, like, on this side, I can use actual bushes, right? And then on this side, I can do ghost blocks. So that way this is all, like, containing them. You know? Like, I could definitely break it up like that, I feel. I feel like that might work. Right? Maybe I'm just some crazy guy. Maybe I've lost my Dino's touch. But I think it could work. It's gonna work. Isn't that like Steve Rogers and Black Widow in Infinity War? It's gonna work, Steve. But yeah, like just something like that. Little wooden fence. Put in some bushes. They might be too big to get past it, honestly. Not to call them out for being big boys. But we'll grab some. I want to say birch leaves. I think birch leaves would be the best. I think I already do have. Oh, I guess I use acacia a lot. Birch and acacia. So let's get both. Or not azalea. That's what I mean. Not acacia. We'll grab some acacia as well. Do I have more azalea anywhere? I do. Nice. I'm just going to clear some inventory space. My inventory is consistently a mess in this world, and you're not allowed to judge because I'm the streamer and you guys are the viewers, and you can't judge me for how bad my inventory management is. Okay? Thank you. We're just like kind of mixing it in like this in a way that they can't really get through. Or here, we'll do birch. But if I go to like place some on the inside, right, I can I'm gonna use the ghost blocks to like hide my tracks. Maybe this one gets to be a birch. Yeah. And then, so like, I don't think they could get through that. You know, stuff like something like that. Right? Then like maybe on some small gaps like that I can throw just some of those fences. I don't like that. I'm gonna try and avoid that. Like if it was just like the straight up and down, yeah. As long as it doesn't look like an animal can just walk up to a guest and tenderize a guest skeleton structure. Yeah, you know what? You make a really good point. I mean, technically, like, I don't think that they could get through that. As long as I continue to be crafty like this. Sneaky, almost. And then probably just one more. Like so. And then occasionally I can probably throw just ghost block, birch leaf. Oh, this one needs to be ghost block too. Ghost block. And then they can't actually walk onto that. You know? They just walk straight through. And look like dum-dums. When they try. And that'll kind of bring the whole thing like together almost, I want to say. And then yeah. Yeah. I want to say that's good. We can try and bring them over. I can like unsit them. Come with me, baby boys and girls. A small pit could work too, but I don't know if it would be necessary. Yeah, I don't want to dig like a ditch or anything. I don't think. You guys both stuck? Oh, they're eating. They were hungry. Come on. I can't even get out, I don't think. Parkour. Oh. They hitboxes is big. They can just walk over if they wanted to. Okay. Lesson learned in this area. I need to, like, really take down the terrain. Okay. Just wander for a bit. I think you'll be fine. Probably by, like, 4 blocks, I want to say. Or, honestly, I should probably just push the fence closer to the riverbank. Right? Like, I should just push this, like, towards here. Right? Yeah. Make sure I get all my ghost blocks back. But I think, again, I think if we get this to work, it should look really, really cool. If we don't get it to work, I'm going to be very, very sad. Sorry that the past, like, 5 minutes are just about to be undone, but it's what you get when you dedicate your life to science. Okay. Place down this grass. Beam bop boop. So I'd say that their hitboxes are pretty substantially long. So we're going to try and push it to the edge, as far of the edge away from the terraforming as we can. And we'll go from like right here. Really try and make this quite dramatic. We can cut through these ferns here. I should probably sleep real quick so I don't get hurted by all the monsters. Hi Devin. Coda, how is your night going? Night's going good. I had a long day at work, so I'm getting kind of tired, so we probably won't go for too much longer, but so far night's been good. I've been having fun playing my game, relaxing after a long day of work, you know. just kind of placing some blocks, doing some redesigns, making things look pretty. You know how it goes. You know the drill at this point. But I think maybe that'll be good. And we'll do... I'll just do this, like... I think on the diagonal ones, I don't actually need to have the full, like, up bit. If you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna go through with the birch leaves first. So, like, but there we'll need some... That one we can throw. Yeah, that one needs to be... Yeah, that one needs to be like that. Or here. Just gonna get rid of this fern. That needs to be like that. This one can be on the inside. This one needs to be like that. Like that. Like that. Like so. And then let's see if we can get them to follow. Yes, they can just walk over. Okay. How big is their hitbox? It's massive. So there are a couple trouble spots. How did they get up there? Their hitbox is so big. Okay, so maybe just like take the land down. Back a little bit here. No, here. Come back here a little bit. Oh, have a good night and see you, lizard. Okay, I think I'm just gonna remove this ever so honestly. Here. We're just gonna make this an island unto itself. Like such. Excuse me. Madame. Okay, you can just stay there for a bit if you want. But I think just kind of digging this out just a little bit. And that does stop them. It does keep them in. If executed correctly, this will work. And you can barely even see that, honestly. From like an outsider perspective. Like obviously she can get out like right through there. But like look at her like walk up right up to there. Like I don't think she can get out. I think that has worked. So honestly, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, literally, like, all it takes for her to get out is just to come over here, but I can just watch this. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, bop, beep, boop, 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 boop. Now she should be fully enclosed. This area might present a problem in the future, but I'm sure I can handle it. Kind of. Probably, maybe. Probably, maybe. Alright. I think I'm happy with that. I'll keep messing around with this, and it'll probably be... This video will be ready next Friday. You know, and it should look... This remodel should look pretty cool. So, I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next live stream, probably.